Mike Tosis has been waiting for this moment! Wait, I know that voice. Get back to the ship, now.
It's game over, man. It's game over. We can't do this. Beth, prepare for emergency takeoff.
A large shadow pushes past you quickly as it rushes outside. You feel something tighten over the crown of your heads. Everything goes black. Hey, you all leveled up. Congratulations.
Yay!
Yay.
So this was a significant milestone, which means you were able to do one of the following. One, switch out an average skill for another, or switch out a fair skill for an average skill, replace a stunt, add a stunt at the cost of a fate point, or change an aspect name. Along with doing one of those, you can also add a new average skill, giving you more skills to use. So what I want to do right now is I want to go around the table, and if you can tell me what you did to level up. So Sarah Jean, how did Effie level up?
Effie leveled up by adding a average tech skill.
Nice. Okay, that's going to come in handy. How did Zoo level up?
Well, I kind of thought like a major milestone was like graduating from college or whatever, not like this. But Zoo has increased his number of skills by adding resources, which hopefully will allow me to pull the right Doritos next time. And I also replaced my heavy hitter stunt for a stunt called Polymorph, which lets me shift from one animal directly to another.
That's cool.
Which takes up the usual shifting turn.
That's really cool. Okay, Van Helsing, how'd you level up?
I added contacts to my list of skills, and I have a new stunt, Dr. Van Helsing's Memorandum, which is giving me +2 to investigate when I'm investigating a known entity. So,
Nice.
by writing down in my diary stuff, I can access it later, and it makes it easier to find things.
Nice. Okay, Logan, how did Chaos level up?
Well, since Chaos has got his time ship learner's permit signed by the 14th century monk, he now has a drive skill.
That is dangerous.
Nice.
Okay, Sarah May, how about Shar?
I mean, you already had a drive skill. This is driving us all crazy.
Oh, shots fired.
Sheesh.
And that one has been leveled up, so...
Oh, no. Keith wipes the sweat off of his brow. Oh, no. Yeah, so Shar had a super awesome, amazing level up that is more powerful than anyone else's, and added empathy as an average skill, so now she's not emotionless.
Nice.
Yay. She has a heart.
Love will save us all.
Yep. Okay. Nice. So we last left our players. You all ran into Beth. Someone ran past, and then it went dark.
Specifically, something tightened over our heads
Yes.
and went dark,
Yes.
which is scary because I had a mini goat head. And so I'm concerned as to how they got a thing on my mini goat head.
I forgot you were a goat. How lovely.
I am a pygmy goat with a broken foreleg.
Gosh.
You wake up in the cargo hold, all lying on the ground. It's not as dark as you remember it being. A faint haze covers the entire room. Your head feels a little woozy, and you all seem to have a slight headache. But physically, you actually feel fine. Keith, you're no longer a pygmy goat, and your arm no longer hurts. Van Helsing, there's not even a scratch on you. And Effie, your shoulder feels like new. Chaos, you're still feeling a little jumpy from your encounter with Mike Tosis, though.
That's going to be the rest of my life.
Shar had nothing wrong with her, so she's perfect.
How does a shoulder feeling like new? Does that mean like her shoulder feels like a newborn baby's shoulder? Because that's weird.
It doesn't feel like it's been dislocated at all.
So I do want to clarify, Van Helsing was bleeding out when we left the last episode.
Yes, you have no scratches right now.
So we need to bring back that iconic first episode line. God, is that you? Is it my time?
So, yeah, did I die?
You're all lying on the ground. actually kind of mixed up. Zoo's leg is on top of Effie. Chaos is lying down. His arm is on top of Char's neck.
Okay, so the first thing that Char does when she realizes that Chaos's arm is on top of her throat is takes her arm and slams it down on Chaos's throat.
Ha ha!
So Chaos wakes up.
Oh, gosh. I always have way too much Mountain Dew and I have no idea what happens after that. I'm sorry for anything I said or did.
Have you changed your pants?
I don't think you had Mountain Dew. I think you just peed your pants.
Nope, they're totally dry.
Yeah, it went away.
There's nothing physically wrong with me, I heard.
Chaos, is that a fresh pair of leather pants? Who changed you while we were sleeping?
Oh gosh.
That's a question that Chaos is going to ask himself and decide not to answer.
Got it.
Hey guys, where are we?
This is the cargo hold.
And why are we here?
I feel like I am a schoolboy again.
Also,
Drunk.
where's Vic?
Wait, is that Keith or is that
Oh, yeah.
is that our
Crikey,
dog?
guys, where's Vic?
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Vic must have seen us all passed out on the bridge when they came back and dumped us
changed your
here for
pants?
safekeeping.
Why? Safe?
I don't know what you're talking
well,
about.
How do we just get back to the normal part of the ship? I have to say, I'm really in need of a face mask right now.
Yeah, I can see why you would be.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a rough day. That's what he meant. Rough day.
Char doesn't
Yeah,
really know what to say.
Sure.
I think the bridge is through here, and Zoo gets up and offers Shar a hand to stand up and moves towards the bridge.
She takes it.
As you stand, a light shines in the distance down the hall. Someone stalks by, slowly, methodically, but you only see a shadow and can't make out the details. After they pass, the light flickers and turns off.
Dan, every single literal time you have described Vic, you have said slender or some variation of that. Is this the shadow of a slender individual?
Slenderman!
The shadow of a slender man.
I'm looking to see if I can tell if this is Vic by the shadow.
This is actually not quite a slender shadow, but it is a smallish shadow.
Okay, Zoo is gonna put his arm out to stop people and just sort of try and be stealthy. Someone else should probably do this, but I'm going to try and sneak towards the bridge.
Go ahead and roll me stealth.
Wait.
You don't
Wait,
want to be
this
like,
needs to
hey
be-
guys,
this
I
needs
saw
to be
something.
a group plan.
We could do a group roll. Let's do a group roll. It's fine.
No. It's not a group roll. We have to collectively decide if we're going to be stealthy and sneak to the bridge, or if we're going to sit here and try to figure out what's going on.
Zoo rolls stealth.
Yes! Yes!
The thing I like about a group stealth roll is I just imagine Scooby-Doo and they're all just in a little
Yes.
group bunched together.
So I got a
Absolutely.
+2 on my roll. Does anybody want to give me a +1 for teamwork?
Sure.
Yeah.
So plus what?
Yeah, I have a +1 as well.
So does that mean I have +5?
Yeah.
Are you guys just carrying me there stealthily?
I feel like that's the only way you're going to get anywhere stealthily.
This
That's
is
accurate.
this is Scooby-Doo because you guys are right up against each other sneaking.
So what order are we in? Obviously, there's Zoo in the front.
Yeah, and then you're right behind me because I helped you up.
I'll be in the back, so hopefully they can't hear my bones creak.
Chaos definitely wants to be in the
Yeah.
middle.
And where are you going to be, Effie? I assume that means you're going to be behind Char.
Yep.
Okay, so you decided to leave the cargo.
Yes, we are currently sneaking down towards the bridge in the hopes
Okay.
of seeing
I mean,
whatever
I
it
was
is.
kind of hoping to talk to Beth first, but Keith was like, I'm going. Is anyone going to help me?
Okay, my vote would be we try to talk to Beth or we try to figure out what's going on.
Okay, well, someone text Beth while we move down this hallway stealthily.
Can you text Beth?
Why not? She's a very
historically.
complicated machine. You think she's an AI who's mastered space travel but can't text?
Historically, it has been somewhat difficult to get in contact with Beth, or at least Vic had problems with it.
Sarah, just like put your hand against the wall and roll tech to see if you can like integrate with Beth's circuitry. That could be cool. You just
Can I
got that
just
skill.
talk to her out loud? Do I?
Sarah, we're trying to be stealthy. You can be like, hey, Beth.
Doesn't Chaos have headphones?
Yep, Chaos uses headphones.
Can I talk to Beth through Bluetooth?
So you're just going to send data over to Beth?
Yeah, and it would be like, Beth, is there something on the ship? Do you know what it is?
Roll me tech.
Good, I get to use my new skill.
Yeah, you do.
Woo!
Too bad it's only a 1.
Yeah, I just got 1.
Okay. You don't get an answer back. It's silent.
Which would already be an indication that something is wrong on the ship.
Silent as the grave.
Dun, dun,
Don't say that. Beth is everyone's favorite character.
As you walk down the
Only because
hallway,
none of us are likable.
Correct.
Speak for yourself.
as you walk down the hallway, the haze follows you. You get to an intersection. The hallway moves forward and it moves to either side. As you look to the right, you see the light flicker in the distance, and the personage rounds the corner and disappears in the distance.
Okay, I follow that.
What's the other way, Dan?
Yeah, I don't think that Shar would follow this person.
It's up to you as a group.
Do we have to stay as a group? We can't split up?
You can split up.
You can
We
split
can
up.
definitely split up. And considering that I am still shook. Guys, so once Uncle
Yes,
Charlie, he
Chaos?
let me choose any movie I wanted from the video store. And I watched a movie called Phantasm. And I'm just telling you, I don't know if we want to go where there's flickery lights. Because I slept with the light on for 2 weeks after I watched that movie. And I'm kind of feeling that way now.
Yeah, so here's the thing. I don't think that I would be alive if I weren't afraid of flickering lights. This is part of my identity. So I'm going to go down the other hallway.
Okay, what about if you take Chaos with you and whoever else wants to go that way and try and get in contact with Beth, and I and whoever else, has courage will go after whatever this thing is in our ship.
I don't know what you guys are all so afraid of. Unless someone shows me otherwise, I have seen nothing to suggest that there are such things as ghosts or vampires or zombies. You guys are a bunch of fraidy cats.
Yeah, all right, Van Helsing, you and me. What about you, Effie? You want to come with us?
Well,
You could stay
isn't it
behind
better
and protect
to do
me,
things
Effie.
when you know what you're doing?
Well, if we come up against something scary, you can help us, or you can go and try and help Chaos talk to Beth and also protect Shah.
I'm not ashamed to admit that I'm not the most courageous person, but I have the best skin out of everyone here, so I think that says something about me.
Yeah, it says that you're not usually worried. No wrinkles.
It says to me that you're the one that they'll want to take the skin from first.
Oh, gosh, we
no.
had to go there.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Are we... So, I'm going to go because he's getting away. So, Zoo moves towards the hallway where the person just disappeared.
Okay, so we have Zoo and Van Helsing, Chaos and Shar. Where is Effie going?
With Shar.
Okay, so Chaos, Shar, and Effie, Zoo, and Van Helsing. Okay, so real quick, there is a hallway in front of you and a hallway to the left. Which hallway are you going down, Chaos, Shar, and Effie?
I mean, I think that we would try to get back to the bridge. So
Where is the bridge?
I think we should roll to see if we know where the bridge is.
I actually just want to get a map. I've got my power glove out, and I'm just gonna pull out a cable and stick it into the wall and roll tech to find out if I can get a map.
Okay, roll me tech, yeah.
Ah,
Hey, now Sarah can help you with tech because she has a skill.
Yes, I
Yeah.
give you a +1.
Bringing our total to 6.
Jeez, he
Fantastic.
did not need that help.
So as you plug into the wall, it kind of ripples a bit, but it accepts your cord.
Did everybody else see that?
Yeah, I definitely did. You have severe crow's eyes.
Do you mean crow's feet?
Yeah, that's definitely what I meant.
Crow's feet by your eyes.
Did you see the rippling wall specifically?
Oh yeah, but that happens all the time.
What are you eating and or not eating?
Okay, so Chaos, after a moment, a map appears in your power glove.
Okay, so I have a map, but nothing's labeled.
Exactly.
Is there a you are here star?
Nope, definitely not.
And can we confirm this is actually our ship? I feel like there's been a lot of assumptions happening here.
Okay.
Do you want GM confirm?
Yes, I want GM confirming that I can look around and say, this is where I live.
This is where you live. And let me describe this map for our audience. Okay, on this map, you see there are a total of 8 rooms. There are paths that intersect to each room. 2 rooms are at the bottom, 2 rooms are at the top, 1 is at the far left, and then you have the rest of the rooms kind of in the middle, all in intersecting paths. Is that descriptive enough?
Okay.
So, okay. Shar looks over Chaos's shoulder and she points to the map and she says, you know, there's only 2 places on this map that we could be right now, and they're pretty close together. So we should be able to, like, kind of pinpoint our location if we just move down one of the hallways. I think Shar is scared. So Shar says, so if they're going to the right, then we're going to the left, because then we're as far away as possible from whatever is down that hallway.
Right, and if the hallway that you go down is very long, before you come to a room, you'll know you were in bottom left, and if it's short before you come to a room, you'll know you were in the middle left.
Let's go left.
So that's all I need to know is that you go left. Okay, Chaos, Shar, Nephi start walking left. Zoo and Van Helsing start walking right. Zoo and Van Helsing, you walk right a little bit, and then the figure turned right down a corner. You follow the figure down the corner, and as you near the end of that hallway, a small girl with a faint reddish glow is about to enter the room at the end of the hallway, but stops in the doorway. She stands perfectly still for a moment. You're not sure why she isn't moving, but then her head starts to slowly turn on top of her shoulders until it has completely turned backwards to face you. Her thin mouth turns down, deepening into a frown as she stares at both of you. In a blink of an eye, her back is no longer towards you, instead completely facing you. Her small fists tighten into white-knuckled balls as her hair starts to lift in tendrils. As if some force has just pushed her, she rushes at you both at an unnatural speed, screaming high-pitched.
So much for our bloody stealth. You believe in ghosts yet, Van Helsing?
Ghosts are real!
All that occurs very quickly, and what Zoo does is scream, and that is all.
I already did Van Helsing. Which was yell that ghosts are real.
In a blink of an eye, the girl phases through you both in a foggy wisp and disappears around the corner.
Okay, we have 2 options. Doc, we can either go after her, probably not the best idea, or maybe see what she was heading towards. What do you reckon? Also, out of character, I think Zoo often forgets he's a doctor because he like refers to Van Helsing as Doc. Like that's like the coolest thing ever. But you're like a real doctor, and I'm like a doctor of zoology, so like whatevs. Anyway.
I'm sure that any doctor of zoology that listens to this will be super offended that you just made that comment.
Oh, yes.
Congratulations,
Oh, no.
you got the doctor degree that lets you make $15 an hour working at a zoo.
Ouch.
Still something I would love to do.
Yes,
We
absolutely.
love all of our
mean,
zoologists because
As
it
a high
is
school
awesome.
teacher, I can say that is exactly what I do now. So,
Okay.
all right, what do you reckon, Doc?
Yeah. I say we follows a ghost. It could be after our comrades, and I do not want them to face it alone.
All right, we turn around and follow it.
Okay. So it went down the hallway and turned an immediate right.
So it's not following them.
No, it's going to the bottom left room.
I would chase after it to the right.
All right,
Okay.
I follow Doc.
Okay. Zune Van Helsing, as soon as you turn right, you see the girl disappear around a corner to the left.
After her!
All right. Hey everyone, sorry to interrupt what must be another fantastic episode of the podcast, but here are a few words from our sponsors.
One ship, dozens of innocent bystanders, 5 would-be heroes, 1 unstoppable threat. Enter a world of incredible technology and unimaginable terror. Explore the halls of the interstellar timeship Beth, rendered in terrifyingly realistic 64-bit 3D. Cross paths with the helpless crew on the ship, all also named Beth. A hidden darkness creeps across the craft in real time, stalking you in nightmarish lifelike 320 by 240 pixel resolution. Will you be the hero, or will you play the victim? Death Ship 3D, so real it's horrifying. Available at retail outlets near you. Present this ad at participating CompUSA, Circuit City, and Fry's Electronics for a free exclusive set of collectible Beth Pogs with your purchase.
Hey, it's Sarah Jean. When I'm not playing Effie, split personality cyborg extraordinaire, I'm following Fantasy Adventure Machine on social media. If you like this episode, consider joining me at Fantasy Adventure Machine on your favorite social media platform.
Okay. Char, Effie, and Chaos. You reach the end of this seemingly long hallway, and at the end is a room. As soon as you go through the door, you enter the bridge that you're all familiar with. Individual chairs are bolted to the floor in a semicircle. The hollow table where Vic would pull up schematics and articles stands in the middle of the room. A person in a duster sits at the ship's control with their back to you all, unaware of your entry. They sit typing into the computer, zoned into whatever they are doing.
Char whispers to Chaos and Effie, I think it's Blythe, because that person is just half an inch shorter than Vic and is wearing heels.
Everyone roll me a notice check.
I can give a +1 to somebody.
I got 3.
Okay.
I have a +2 for notice, and I have a +1 roll. So I have a 3, and then if you guys give me a plus, or same with Effie. If Effie has a 3, then it's a 5 either way.
That's okay, I can give it to you.
You all notice, since you gave a +1, it's a collective +5. So the person at the controls is actually glowing blue.
Hey, Vic, you have a weird nightlight.
Char elbows Chaos in the ribs.
How's that for?
Don't draw attention.
Also, the ship's haunted.
By them.
Ship's haunted.
Char is going to try to hide.
Okay. Roll me stealth.
It's just a +1. I rolled a straight 0.
You can succeed at a consequence if you want.
We're just gonna say that Char ducks behind one of the chairs, but her head is poking up still because she wants to see what happens.
That's hilarious. Okay, so they turn to face you all. It's not Vic.
Oh,
Really? Not Vic, you say? Oh no, I did not expect
We've
things
seen
to turn
Blythe
out this
before,
way.
so I feel like we would be able to know if it's Blythe or not.
I want to blow bubbles at the ghost person.
Why would
Okay.
you want to blow bubbles at the ghost?
See if they go through.
You're lucky shooting Webbers. Relax, okay?
The person stands up from the controls and starts walking towards you.
I blow bubbles at her.
You blow bubbles at her with your gun arm.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Hello, Chaos, Effie, and Char. You are on the bridge now.
Are you a ghost of Beth? Can Beth have a ghost? I have questions.
I know so much more than you know, and I know so much more than you will ever know about Beth.
Right. Are you Beth?
Yes, I am Beth. Who else do you think would have such stunning features?
I'm not really a great judge of these things, if we're being honest.
I already know this about you, Chaos.
Yeah, so, are you also other places on the ship? Or is Vic also on the ship?
You're much more confident in person. Do you like bubbles?
Bubbles are my 50th favorite thing. Out of all of the things in the universe.
Yes, I feel like that's
not-
a big win.
Vic is not on this ship. There is something else, though.
I was afraid you were going to say that. What, is it a ghost?
Is it a computer virus?
You know there is no such thing as ghosts on my ship.
At that exact moment, you hear in the distance Van Helsing yell, "Go, sorry!"
Are ghosts real?
Chaos. Everything in the universe is as real as you want it to be. Now, if you don't stop asking these idiotic questions, then I'm going to have to come over there and punch your face. And it will hurt.
You're much more aggressive than I'm used to. This is reminding me of my Aunt Claire.
I am as aggressive as I am supposed to be when I am on the bridge. Are you, Chaos?
I've been told I have a very sweet disposition.
That was a slam on your flying abilities.
Char, who is watching this exchange from behind a chair, goes, "You know, Chaos, you can be sweet, but you can also be really salty.
Thanks, I think.
Balance in all things."
Beth, yeah. Like the Force, the light side and the dark side.
If you look like this, and you're a computer, then is the other thing we're seeing also computer related? Like, maybe Beth has a virus.
This is Beth. Do you have a fever? Should we take your temperature? Do you get to watch cartoons all day if you have a fever?
Effie, you are the smartest person on the bridge besides myself right now. I give you second place.
Thanks, Beth. Thanks. I knew I was smart, but I didn't know anyone else knew I was smart.
I know everything about all of you. And something that you should know is she kind of has a little mini seizure. Kind of looks like she's glitching a little bit. And you hear the word, and then falls down to the ground. And then stands back up and says, "Chaos, Effie, Char, you are on the bridge. What are you doing here?"
When Beth falls to the ground, I want to try to dive and catch her, like a baseball player sliding into first.
Okay, roll me athletics for that.
5.
Okay, so you slide, and you are actually there in time, but Beth phases through your hands and hits the floor anyways.
I look sad.
Oh, now I'm sad I did that.
Oh no, this is just like my grandma.
What?
Oh, now I look sad. I mean Char, and also Sarah.
Okay.
Char, what are we doing on the bridge?
There is a creepy light, and I didn't want to be around it. So, Beth, should we be around the creepy light, yes or no? No.
Is Beth now standing in my
Char.
stomach?
Are you still lying down?
Yeah?
Absolutely.
Yes, then yes, Beth is standing in your stomach.
So Beth says, "Char, no, I thought you were the third smartest person on this ship, but now you have been moved to fourth.
2 doctorates.
Do you play Beth, Keith?"
I'm a little bit confused about her metrics of intelligence, but yeah.
I can
And
walk
to
you
be
through all of
fair,
it. Just kidding.
Van Helsing got his doctorate in like 1840. I don't know that the requirements for that rigorous.
And mine are
so
in
then-
zoology, as we have pointed out.
Beth looks sternly at each one of the player characters in the room and says, "It will infect you. If I try to say any more, I will short circuit. I think I did that, but I'm having a hard time remembering."
I'm just gonna come over here and I'm gonna just jack in and let's see if we can fix this bug.
Without standing up, Effie, who's tilted her head back to look at the others, points at Chaos and says, "You fix this."
I just said, you know what? Fine. Yeah, that's the plan.
And Chaos goes over to his favorite console and jacks in.
Okay.
Why is your favorite console your favorite console?
Well, it has the headphone jack, and there's only one on the whole bridge that has a headphone jack.
Also, he threw up by it once.
Yes.
It's
Wait.
marked.
Oh, yes, he did. It's marked.
Pretty impressive. Not many things have a headphone jack anymore. Is it a straight headphone jack, or did you have to get like a dongle to like USB-C?
There's just a random headphone jack here.
3.5.
Nobody knows why.
That's impressive.
Okay. Roll me a tech roll for that.
Can I assume that I'm getting some help from Effie?
Yes.
Cool, that makes it a 3.
Sweet. Okay, you jack in and you realize that for some reason you have very limited capabilities. Like you can pull the map back up, but that is it.
Oh man, this is like when my mom tried to install that child guard software.
Okay, let's switch here. We're going to switch over to Van Helsing and Zoo. As you round the corner, you see the girl actually disappear into the room at the far end of the hallway. The lights flicker and then go out, and the red glow of the young girl disappears into the far room.
Hey, are our comms on? Or were they disabled when we passed out?
I don't think we've tested them.
Well, since this is our scene, I'm going to run into the room.
Oh my gosh.
If Zoo is down.
Zoo has your back.
Okay.
Somewhere along the way
You
in this
both
crazy,
suck.
wacky journey, I went from in front of you to behind you, and since then, I've had your back the whole way.
Okay.
In the
You
crazy,
enter-
wacky journey we call life.
You enter the room.
Once stealth went out the window, it didn't matter how loud my bones were creaking. So, yeah.
Fair.
Okay. You enter the room. Several tables and benches line a large rectangular room. Zoo, you suddenly feel a little PTSD from high school days in the cafeteria. A counter stretches on one side of the room, opening up into a kitchen beyond. Food is scattered along a table, just a complete mess, and you hear some sounds behind that table.
Food fight.
That's literally what I was thinking about. Zoo bends over and picks up a mostly still wrapped burrito.
As you try and pick up the burrito, your hand actually goes through it.
So Zoo then looks very frustrated at the ground and tries to grab the burrito twice more before giving up and pulling a bag of Doritos from his pocket.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Is this the holodeck episode?
Okay, are you approaching the sound or not?
Yes, I am approaching the sound.
As you get near to the table, you can actually see over it. A young lady, glowing red, is hunched over an object. As soon as she hears you, she looks up from what she's doing and turns her head to look over her shoulder. Only then do you see the body on the floor behind.
Zoo throws the bag of Doritos in her face and runs back towards Van Helsing.
The bag of Doritos actually goes right through her face, and with a shriek, she jumps over the body, jumps off of a table, and clings to the wall beyond. Inhumanly, she crawls up the wall and across the ceiling until she gets to a ceiling vent. Tearing it off, she squeezes through the vent and disappears from view.
Okay, when she tears off the ceiling vent, does it hit the ground and does it make a noise?
Yes, it does.
So she can affect the real world? Okay, now I'm actually terrified.
Wait, I want to know more about the body. Van Helsing, find out about the body.
We'll get there.
Is it a person's body? Is it a monkey body? Is it a sheep body?
Did they take apart my robot kangaroo?
I was actually going to say, is it the robot kangaroo?
When Zoo like looks back or comes back to me, and we watch the scary lady go through the ceiling, I just say, interesting. I will need to do some study, and then I want to approach the body. I run towards the body.
I don't want to go into too much detail, but yeah, so the body on the other side of the table is that of a woman. You can see that there's actually food smeared over her mouth, and she's holding food in her hands as she's laying there, dead.
Okay, I would like to perform an autopsy on the body. Can I touch it? Do I recognize who it is? I mean, okay, not like a big autopsy. I just want to see if I can figure out what she died of. I'm not cutting
Pulls
her
out
open
his
again.
knife. He's like, time for an autopsy.
Rib spreader and stuff. Like, holy crap. Bone saw.
You can see she has been split open. As you're about to touch her, she actually kind of glitches and then fades from view. Roll me a lore check for this.
+3. Good.
Okay. Yeah, you could see that looks like an animal ripped this person open. As you're looking over this woman, and you're trying to figure out what could have done this, you see that there's kind of some weird like wisps coming up off of the woman. And then as you look into it further, you see that the wisp just so tiny at the very end turns into 0 and then a 1 and then disappears.
And in the distance you hear, "Avenge me."
Zoo, this is some of the freakiest stuff I've seen since we started this trip.
Zoo is back at the other side of the cafeteria. And he's like, "You're telling me!"
Okay.
This is when you learn that Zoo is clearly not a human doctor.
I write down everything in my diary
Nice.
right now.
Right now. Just take it out and start writing. Okay.
So
Dear
Zoo
Today I
and
almost died,
Van
but
Helsing
he
will
was
be busy
scarier
for the
than
next
normal.
2 hours.
Yes. Which means that we are going back to Char, Effie, and Chaos.
Cool.
Oh, and Beth.
So,
Vic
guys,
Beth.
this computer's like locked down or something. It's kind of freaking me out. Beth, could you let us in? I hate to ask this. It's really embarrassing. Like, I know I do a lot of embarrassing things, but I'm kind of used to it. But this is embarrassing.
Hello, Chaos Overclock. Thank you for plugging in today. Your sync is overdue by 48 hours. Please resync in order to have current access to the mainframe.
Oh yeah, no problem. I'll just hit this little refresh button over in the corner, and there's an update button. I'm gonna clear my cache and reset my cookies. And does that do anything?
As you try and click the reset button, your finger actually goes through the desk, and you're unable to click that.
So I'm not able to touch this. How are we even standing on this floor? Because it seems like we just go through everything else.
Don't point out flaws.
I was gonna say it if he didn't say it.
Does this mean we can walk through walls?
Chaos, you are out of sync.
Yep. Nope. I'm gonna.
Time! We're out of sync with time! Because we're time travelers, guys. Ghosts aren't real.
I hadn't actually gotten to my room yet.
Chaos says this as he's backing out of the room without turning away from the Beth there.
I hadn't gotten to my room yet, so yeah, I hadn't really used the sink. And I know, teenagers get messy. My mom says it all the time, and that's okay. So I'm just gonna go to my room, and we're gonna get to the sink, and it's all gonna be okay.
Char grabs Chaos's ankle as he walks past, and she goes, "Chaos, for once, Chaos, it's me. It's fine. I'm not scary."
Oh, it's you. It's been a bad day.
By this time, Shar is holding Chaos like by the lapels of his trench coat and like shaking him like, it's just me.
Please don't. Oh, okay.
And then she gives Chaos one final shake and says, Chaos, for once, you used the soap that I left for you, and you smell fine. I don't think she's talking about a sink in your bathroom. I think we're out of sync with our inner souls. We need to do a full chakra reset right now, and if we don't do that, then we're just gonna keep freaking out.
Yeah.
Effie
okay.
stands up inside of the Beth hologram time thingy. And then like separates herself and comes over to the others and tries to use her comms. Do they work?
After scaring me like that, you're lucky I still smell good, Char.
Shar takes 2 steps away.
Okay.
Thanks, I need the space to empty my charkas.
And bladder.
Charcos.
That was real good.
Yes, your comms do work, but they feel differently.
Like inside my head?
Do they like squish under our fingers?
No.
Is there an eyeball on
No,
it?
it's like you don't feel the comm. It's just there.
Guys, we're inside of a simulation.
What? No, we're not.
Yeah, we are.
No, we're not.
Keep trying to tell Sarah that, but it gets her all freaked out.
We're in a simulation.
Yeah, like thinking that life is a simulation is really freaky.
No, not life. Right in the podcast. We in the podcast. There's no calm, but it works. We're in a simulation.
Shar puts a hand on both Effie and Chaos. Well, she puts a finger on Chaos, especially after his comment about the smell. And then puts her hand on Effie and says, there are 7 main chakras located in our bodies, which transmit and receive energy. Each of them correlate to specific parts of our body, and each has its own unique purpose. I
think we should go.
I believe that if we can clear the 3rd eye chakra, which is located in our forehead, then we should be able to reset and be more in sync with what's around us. And if we don't, fix it on that one, then I'm sure there's a couple others we can try. So first, we need to wear the right colors. So the right color for the 3rd eye chakra is purple. So Chaos, your whole outfit needs to change. Doesn't Effie have purple hair?
Yeah.
So Effie, you're doing amazing. And I'm wearing my lucky purple underwear today, so Chaos, unless you're wearing underwear that is purple, I think you're the only one that's out of sync here, I guess.
Effie uses her cyborg arm replicator nanobot producing thing trick to produce a purple scarf for Chaos and a damp makeup brush which she washes everyone's forehead with, and then she gets on the comms and says, Doctor, zoom in. I think we are out of sync with time. I'm gonna test my theory. And then she tries to walk through a wall.
Before Effie can hit the wall, the holographic Beth appears in front of Effie and goes, What do you all think you are doing? You were in the top 3. You were in the top 3, and now you are all at the bottom. All at the bottom. You don't reset your sync with chakras. You reset them with levers and the mainframe.
Char, I didn't know you were such a big fan of Third Eye Blind. Are they still a big band where you come from?
I've never heard of them, but I did just hear that we have to take care of some levers. What's that about?
We can get there faster if we walk through the walls.
You cannot walk through walls, Miss Derringer.
Are you sure? Because chaos can't touch the table, so...
There are many rooms in my mainframe, and there are levers in 3 of them that you have to switch. If you switch those, then I believe everything will be in sync. And I do mean the band.
We switch it and like Timberlake shows up as a hologram and starts like
It's gonna be May.
Oh my gosh.
I feel like I've learned something new and important about you, Beth. And now we're gonna go do the like Resident Evil puzzle. So I guess.
Okay, so once I've finished writing in my journal, I do get on the comms and I say, attention, friends. I have just witnessed something.
I think he's
horrifying
talking about us.
with
Oh, I thought we were best friends.
friend Suman.
Are you talking about us?
There is a red ghost woman who appears to have killed very violently another ghost. So
Unless he has other best friends. I think he's only talking to us.
it escaped into the ceiling, and I think you should watch the ceiling, just in case the red lady does come down through the ceiling.
There's 3 levers that we need to pull because we're out of sync. So we'll watch out
this
for
is
the
the most out of
ghost.
sync conversation ever.
And you guys get the levers. And also, Van Helsing, can you clarify, please? Are we friends or best friends?
We are friends.
You lost a little bit of my heart today, but that is okay. You're still a wonderful person.
I mean, I've only known you guys for like 9 episodes or something.
Also, you don't have to worry about the ghost
Actually,
coming out
11.
of the ceiling because Beth said that we can't walk through walls.
The red chick went up in a air vent, guys. She can like affect things around us, but we can't touch her, even with Doritos.
Are we
So-
doing Alien? Oh,
I don't know, man. I threw a bag of Doritos at her face and it went right through her, but she like ripped the air vent apart. So like, be careful and
Zoo.
someone take it more seriously.
So you love your Doritos. Why did you throw them at a ghost?
There was a ghost corpse on the ground, and she like freaked me out and scared me. What would you do? You have a bag of Doritos, you see a ghost, natural inclination, throw Doritos at the ghost. Okay, guys, can we
Dude,
just focus not on
thought
food
we were
wastage,
best friends.
but on Doritos and ghosts and Doritos, guys? Please.
I would have saved the Doritos for you and not thrown them at the ghost. Gosh.
All right, okay, I guess then you really are my best friend. But seriously, be careful of the ghost, Char. I can't lose another best friend to this.
Was the Doritos your first best friend?
Yeah, that's what I said, yeah. I did just imply that the Doritos were my first best friend.
If we are going to be focusing on the food wasted, the dead ghost was covered in food as well. There was a lot of food.
Wait. Van Helsing.
like erotically?
Oh my gosh, no.
No, there was nothing.
Okay. Ignoring chaos. There was a dead ghost. That doesn't make any sense.
Yes, that's what I told you when I first got on the comms, that the red ghost lady did kill another ghost.
Okay.
That was the most important thing.
Okay, so the other ghost, but a ghost is already a dead thing. How do you know it was a ghost? I'm really
Mostly Friend
panicking here.
Zuman did throw his Doritos through the ghost's head.
But that was the ghost that killed the other ghost. So how did you know that the other ghost was a ghost?
Oh, it disappeared when I was looking at its cavities.
It disappeared? Like, did anything happen?
There were some strange mystical things going on. I will have to read them to you later out of my diary.
Dr. Van Helsing, how many cavities did the dead ghost have? Do you think they came from a time when there weren't any dentists?
Oh, that is my fault. I did not explain very well. The cavity was in her chest because her ribs had been ripped apart. I was not looking at her teeth. And Miss Rossetti, the strangest thing was when she disappeared, like ghosts do, she did turn into a bunch of numbers. which I did think was odd.
Like numbers.
But this is my first time seeing a ghost, so maybe they all do that.
This is my favorite dialogue we've had so far.
Shar turns around like mid conversation and says, "Hey Beth, aren't you like just a bunch of numbers or something?"
It's the Matrix. We're not awake.
I know Kung Fu.
That sounds like an extremely offensive question to ask. I'm just going to say. Sounds offensive.
Yeah, well.
Aren't you just a
Char,
bunch
Char
of
would
numbers?
100% ask a question like that, though.
Shar, it is inappropriate to ask a person how many numbers they are made up of. I know you are made up of exactly 145, which is 10 over what you report to be. And
Freaking cyberburn.
aside from that, yes, I am made up of numbers. I am an AI interface for the bioelectric time hopper.
Somebody please, who is over there with Beth, figure out that we're in a simulation before I shoot Van Helsing to
We're
test.
out of sync.
Okay, cool, Beth. So, like, are there multiple of
I
you?
think-
Like, could this have been you that had a cavity in the chest? Sorry. It's hard to talk with myself when half of myself is controlled by another person.
You're only half
Best
of your
description
brain.
of the Beth relationship I've heard so far.
I get it back on the comms and I say, Miss Rossetti, after reviewing my diary, I did notice that, I noted that possibly the ghost, when it disappeared, it was laughing, because you told me that LOLOLOLOL means laughing, and those, it turns into ones and zeros, but I'm just realizing that it could have also been L's and O's, LOL. So don't know if you guys might think that was helpful, but I just thought I would chime in. Bye.
Chime in,
Chaos.
bye.
Thanks so much, Van Helsing, for picking up on LOLs. But Chaos, I once took a week intensive about coding because I thought that it would be, they said code for life. So I thought that it was going to help me, like, you know, break the code on how to like live the best life. But it turns out it was just a bunch of ones and zeros. So do you know anything about like ones and zeros with coding?
Yes, that's significant. Okay, so in Star Trek, there was this episode.
Go on. I don't usually want to listen to these stories,
This episode,
but go
every
on.
season, there is one episode like this.
So season 2, episode 3 was Elementary Dear Data, where Data pretended to be Sherlock Holmes, and then the computer made
I know that one.
super smart Moriarty, and it became a problem for the whole ship, and then the ship got caught inside the holodeck, but it was not actually the ship, it was a simulation of the ship from the people that got trapped inside the holodeck by Moriarty, and that's what's happened.
The Matrix
I
was
think I
1999, by the
followed.
way.
Yeah, that's why I couldn't use the Matrix as a reference, so I had to go back to Star Trek.
Yeah.
Okay. So
nothing
hey,
here is
Beth?
real, and as long as the holodeck safeties are on, then nothing can hurt us.
So, hold on. Are you saying this is like a video game?
Yeah, it's like Doom, but real life.
Okay, so then the 3 levers that Beth told us to switch earlier, is that just what we have to do to turn the safeties on, do you think?
Yeah, on or...
Because she said that something would infect us, and that sounds like there's danger.
Yeah, the holodeck safeties always malfunction. And if there's multiple Beths, this could be like the episode of Fistful of Datas, where Worf has to fight Data on the holodeck when he becomes all the bad guys in the Western that Alexander made him run.
What the is
This
Star
is
Trek.
way more Star Trek info than. So, Dan, do I see any levers in the room that I'm currently in?
Roll me notice. Roll me a do I notice a lever in this room notice check.
You know what? I'm just gonna. You have better notice than me, right, Van Helsing?
No, I only have +1 notice.
Okay. So, let's
Why do
both
you
just
only
roll
have
notice
+1
then.
notice?
You know, there's a lot of skills that you need.
It's fine. I didn't even have empathy.
I got a +2 notice.
And with the +1 from Van Helsing, gives you a +3.
Yep.
And you do not see any levers in the mess hall.
Okay, that's very different to there are no levers in the mess hall. Because that could be just my shitty notice. Like, so, are there no levers, or do I just not see them because I suck?
I'm going to leave it at you do not see them. You can take it how you want.
Maybe it's like Santa Claus, like
But Keith,
you have to
you
really
do not
believe
suck.
they're there.
Thanks, Dan. Okay, well, I mean, Van Helsing, what do you reckon we should do? Should we, there's nothing left here. Should we go try and find a lever?
Well, friend Zuman, we have already searched this room so carefully, there's no possible way that we miss the lever, so we should obviously move on to the next room.
Sounds good. And Zoo goes and picks up the bag of Doritos that he threw and, throws the couple of chips that went on the floor back into the bag.
Oh my gosh!
And
That you can
heads
do.
out the door.
Yeah. You find that you can actually touch your those chips and those Doritos.
You're able to
Nice.
touch your own
Meanwhile,
chips.
back on the bridge, the holographic Beth goes, if there was another Beth that died, then it was not me, obviously. So they must have gotten a different one. I am the
How many of
strongest
you
one,
are there?
so they will never get me.
Are all the Beths connected? This is interesting.
Is that Zoo asking that or Keith asking that?
No, this is me, just Keith, just being like, that's a cool mechanic. If that's how it is, I like it.
How many Beths are there in the ship, Beth?
36. Counted them myself. Just kidding.
Before I
Let's
just make
see.
that
I'm
reference
gonna have to make
on
more
this
bets.
podcast.
There are 14.
Okay, but is that like a real 14, or were you kind of superstitious and skip the number 13?
I suppose there is 13 now because one is dead. They were
Okay,
weak.
good to know.
Okay, this is actually Zoo. So are you saying that there is a crazy psycho Beth that's killing the other Beths in the simulation on Beth?
I would never kill myself. I would just allow myself to be left out to die. That is the fate that awaits me.
So there's a foreign Beth or a foreign virus that's infected the ship and is killing off Bethograms. All right.
Indeed, Zoomin.
but-
I'm going to assume that was Zoomin and not Keith.
They're the same. Don't go all meta. That's only chaos goes meta.
Beth can go meta.
Fine, Beth can go meta.
That's like the episode of Voyager where they go into the Beowulf program in the holodeck, and then there's the entity that came in from outside, and it starts eating people, and people think it's Grendel, but it's actually just an alien entity that they scooped out of a nebula. Never take things from nebulas. It always works out very badly.
Chaos, if you make one more movie reference, then I am going to have to banish you to your cabin.
Is my cabin safe from ghosts?
Absolutely not.
Please don't.
You never even been to your cabin. You have no idea where it even is.
So we're gonna go look for levers. Can you come with us, Beth?
No, I cannot. I am confined to the bridge. If you need help along the way, I am sure that my companions will be able to assist you in a subpar way as to my level of service.
So Ship Beth is cocky mofo Beth.
Well,
Bridge
the
Beth.
one that's in the control room.
All right. Just double checking, Beth. Are there any levers on the bridge? Because I don't want to roll for it.
Chaos. I cannot tell you where the levers are. You will have to look up the information and retrieve the data from the library. I am not
good.
able to do everything for you, Chaos. You know that. We have had this conversation several times. Now get off my bridge.
Sometimes.
Go save the world.
Yeah, you just are just like my mom. Just like my mom.
And Chaos walks off the bridge and turns left.
Okay.
While Effie follows Chaos off the bridge, she tries to put her fingers through the wall.
As you touch the wall, it kind of ripples, but you're not able to put your fingers through the wall.
I make the wall ripple all the way down the hall.
Thanks for listening, fam. Don't forget Mel's birthday's coming up, so make sure to get them something nice.